Up on Mountain News this morning, Whitesburg is showing unity through resilience as the city completed a project symbolizing steps to recovery. And parents are buying school supplies earlier this year in an effort to avoid upfront costs.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
And as Tim said earlier, we're seeing the finish line this morning. It's Friday. Jim Freeman here, Tim Drawbridge here as well, as we're seconds away from 6 o'clock. And Tim, I won't ask where you were yesterday if you won't ask where I was. Good morning.
I don't know. Where were you, Jim? I don't know where I was yesterday, right? Fog and low clouds. It's a theme to wake up to on a Friday, but like Jim mentioned, the finish line, yeah, it's not too far away. It's 64 outside our door. And visibilities, as you make your way across eastern and southern Kentucky this morning, not the optimal. You can see that. So pedal off the metal. This will all be dissipated or burning off by about 8:30. Temperature-wise, not bad. Still feeling, we'll say, moderately humid for many of us. The humidity, though, in terms of a feel to the air, a lot better up toward Moorhead and Lexington, and even more so as you make your way toward Covington. As we do have breaks in the clouds across the Commonwealth this morning, our boundary which slowly took its sweet old time. Some showers, a couple of thunder showers across our southern counties yesterday. I think that's where we risk the pop-up threat for today. And then we all get into this drier air as we head through Saturday. All right, here's the planner as we head through your TGIF. The fog burns off, a partly sunny sky south of Hazard as we head through the afternoon. The slightest risk of a pop-up shower and a high of 85. The weekend forecast as we head through this 6 o'clock hour. Jim?
Thanks, Tim. Pretty good weather for the governor's visit today. A project many volunteers worked on in Whitesburg is now completed. The Whitesburg stairs are now painted to symbolize steps to recovery. The design was created by Letcher County artist Lacey Hale. Cowan Community Action Group Director Valerie Horn says it was wonderful watching the community come together for the project.
What made it special is all the hands in it and all the heart that went into it with Lacey's vision. And actually I can see it from a place I work in downtown, and I look out and it gives me inspiration.
Participants in a recovery walk through downtown walked up the steps to finish their march. The steps lead up to Kane Kitchen. A partnership with the Appalachian Center for the Arts is working to highlight the voices from the region. Songs and Stories is a new series at the App, through which Dead Street Productions is giving the stage to area singer-songwriters. The event aims to amplify mountain musicians, inviting folks to hear them sing and share their stories.
And we've invited 4 artists that we've worked with previously to come in and play a few of their songs acoustically and just kind of have a conversation, very similar to like a singer-songwriter round, about the songwriting process and just kind of the stories.
The event kicks off tonight for the first performances of the series, and you can still get tickets. After years of waiting, a new fishing dock is almost complete in Greenup County. The renovation project at the Little Sandy boat ramp began many years ago, but now with non-shallow water, emergency personnel and boaters can use it to access the water. The county also receiving a grant from the Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife Resources to pay for a new fishing dock. One boy says he's excited to be able to fish close to home.
To fish off of it so we don't have to bring our boat every 5 seconds. So it's a lot of a hassle to bring our boat every time, so we can just fish off the dock.
Greenup County Judge Executive Bobby Hall says people who will prosper off of the dock are people using it, which includes businesses and folks all throughout the county. Hall says that they plan to have new power poles by August and hope to start on a walking bridge and picnic shelter in the spring. The Kentucky Retail Federation says back-to-school shopping is the second busiest time for retailers. The National Retail Federation predicts total back-to-school spending will reach nearly $39 billion. Steve McLean says they are seeing people start their shopping earlier this year to avoid a big upfront cost. McLean says families with children in elementary through high school will spend roughly $850 on their school supplies and their clothing.
Retailers are kind of offering, some pretty reasonable deals on those essential supplies that kids have to have.
However, at the end of the day, it is still very costly, and as president of the Fayette County Education Association, Jessica Heiler says there's little to no workaround. For teachers, Hiller says they can spend upwards of $700 a year on supplies for their classroom. Kentucky State Police have entered the American Association of State Troopers 2024 Best Looking Cruiser contest. This year, KSB's entry features a 2024 Ford Mustang GT Cruiser in front of the Secretariat statue, located in Lexington as a celebration of the Commonwealth's historic horse industry. The car made a stop by our sister station, WBKO, in Bowling Green.
In a competition with all the state agencies all over the country, we've won the contest first place 3 years. That'd be 2018, 21, and 22. And this year we're hopeful, and we just took first place, and we're hoping to take it again.
According to the American Association of State Troopers website, Kentucky is currently in the lead, with Florida trailing close behind. You can vote by going to statetroopers.org.